You are welcome to this class. This is English class, and we are looking at figures of speech. Figures of speech. In other words, it's called figurative speech, figurative expressions, and it makes us to look at English as if we are talking about mathematics, as if we are talking about graphic arts, as if we are talking about making image as an artist. So I have some definitions here, and yes, of what figures of speech is. Then the types of the figure of speech it's been elaborated upon more than what you find in some other levels that are lower than school set. So figures of speech. Let's start with are words, phrases, expressions used in a non-literal sense to convey a meaning different from or in addition to the literal expression or meaning. So what you're saying is that what has been written or what the person is saying, he has used some words, he has used some phrases that connote further meaning, higher meaning, deeper meaning than what he has said or what he has written. That's the first expression. The words or the phrases or expressions he has used are far deeper to understand than what he has written and what you can read. Secondly, figures of speech is a statement, can be taken to be a statement, that is words, phrases, expressions, punctuations, even involved, which cannot be understood easily. Cannot be understood easily. By the time you read it, you begin to wonder, what is this person, what has he written? Or what message is it connoting to you? So, which cannot easily be understood within the content in which it is written or read. So if the person has given you a word or given you a sentence, then you begin to wonder, what is this person saying? Like when Professor Wole Soyinka writes. We had to read, when I was in secondary school, we had to read some of his notebooks or his books. And we begin to wonder, what is he about saying? Until the lecturer or teacher explains to us. So he uses a lot of figures of speech in his writing. So you as students too, you can learn it. It is very essential for you to know how to use figures of speech. So from this point, please try and put it in mind, and you can use it. Like I was writing to somebody in the course of this week, and I said, "You will see my red eyes. You will see my red eyes. My eyes will never go red, though it has blood in it, but it will always be white." When she sees my, don't let me show my red eyes. All I'm saying is that don't let me be angry with you. So I've used figures of speech to connote that red eyes means I can be annoyed with you, I can be angry with you. So don't let me show you my red eyes. Figure of speech is a kind of use of words or phrases. Take note, words or phrases, or imagery or symbols to decorate or beautify one's presentation, a piece of writing, a prose, speech, text, or sentence. A text, like what will be given in the comprehension passage. So, figure of speech is a kind of use of words or phrases to create imagery, to create images, to symbolize, so that I can decorate or beautify what I am saying. So, that's another way to look at figures of speech. Fourthly, figures of speech is a deliberate deviation, that is setting oneself apart. Talking, speech making, that is, it is a peculiar use of imagination to achieve a cosmetic result, a beautiful result, so that the person who is reading can say, yeah, this is good, this is great. So you can use words when you are making your speech or when you are writing in a way that it connotes beautified results to the person that is reading. Fifthly, figure of speech can be further described as a help to create rich, nuanced, and expressive language. expressive language. They, figures of speech, add depth, complexity, and emotions to our words, making communication more engaging and effective. By the time somebody uses figures of speech very well, the reader gets more engaged with what the person is saying, and then communication can be more effective. Communication can be more effective when you have used some figures of speech. Sixthly, figures of speech are often used in literature. Like I was mentioning, Professor Wole Soyinka is a professor of literature. It can be used in literature and poetry to create vivid imagery, evoke emotions in persons, and add emphasis or humor to what that person is saying. So, as some authors noted it, figures of speech is a poetic device. Can you imagine? It is being used as if we are in a mechanical class. Yes, it's a poetic device which consists of the use of words and phrases in such a manner as to make the meaning more pointed and clear, and the language more graphic. I was talking about graphic artists. More graphic and vivid to make it more explanatory. For this class particularly, we want to talk about types of figures of speech. The next class, we are going to talk about the different examples of these figures of speech. So some other schools at a lower level may give you just simple, what sometimes we call the acronym. We call it, I'll come to that later. So the acronym is there, but the types of figures of speech are, for now, up to 15 from research that's been made. The first one type of figures of speech is metaphor. Secondly, simile. Third, personification. Then, hyperbole. Alliteration. Onomatopoeia. Idiom. Allegory. Number 9, symbolism. Irony. That's number 10. And some other figurative speeches which are coming up now because of events that are coming on. Paradox, euphemism, oxymoron, synecdoche, and then rhetorical questions. So what we'll be talking about since is figures of speech. The use of words to connote imagery. Use of words to connote something different from what one seems to have written written on the board or presented for everyone to see. So it's been a very good time having you around today. I look forward to you liking what we have explained today. And when you like it, share it with others so that they all can be watching the chosen one YouTube platform or profile or page. God bless you.